God, oh my God. I just hung up the phone on this guy and he ain't call me back. I was just trying to shake you a little bit, just little tiny bit, and you didn't even call me back. Oh, wow. Wow.
So I don't care if I get thrown in the loony bin for this, but I cannot be in a relationship or date because I feel like any man that wants to date me is acting as a handler. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I just not like, you're here to watch me. Someone sent you here to watch me, and I don't trust it. I don't like it. I can't do it. Bye-bye.
But being single is so fun because you have 9 different boyfriends. That's not single. You're not single and independent. You're a whore.
It's Valentine's Day and 70% of men are choosing to stay single. And I don't even blame them, and this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. Dating in this generation is so impossible, and I can talk about it for literally days. It feels like every single woman in this generation is either a gold digger or a bop or both. And so yeah, a lot of men are saying, we choose to be single, we're not gonna deal with this anymore, and I get it. I wouldn't either. That sounds awful. I just saw someone say something today about how I would rather be single than settle. And yeah, me too. I get it. That's me too. But it's crazy because you'll see women come online and be like, men are so sad and they're so single and they're so alone, but not me. I'm having a good time, just the men are having a bad time. And it's like, girl, be so serious for 2 minutes. Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day to all the singles out there. We see each other. We're right there.
Got friend zoned by the one guy that I literally thought would never friend zone me. Like, I thought he was obsessed with me. I don't know if maybe I'm just delusional. I swear this guy has always had a crush on me, like, since high school. He'd always make like very flirty comments and like hit on me and stuff, and I would just like never give it back because I wasn't really interested. I liked him as a friend and we got along really well, but like for me that was it. But fast forward to, you know, we graduated like 10 years, oh my god, like 10 years ago. But anyways, besides the point, we hadn't talked in like probably 5 years. And then all of a sudden he randomly like reaches out to me on Facebook. Like, he added me. We didn't even have each other as friends on there. And he had quite the glow up, not gonna lie. So he reached out to me and was just like, hey, old friend, like, remember me? Like, and kind of like asked me out on what I thought was a date. And at first I like wasn't even gonna go because I just felt like super weird about it. I don't know, because like I just remembered like he would hit on me all the time and I just wasn't into it. But I'm like, I mean, he does look kind of good right now. So I thought about it for a little while, and then he asked me like another time, like a couple weeks later. He's like, so about that like dinner, like, you want to go out and have some drinks? Like, it could be fun to catch up with an old friend. And I was just like, okay, fine. So I cave it and I go, and we're there and everything's going great. Like, honestly, just like the old days, like we're talking, like it's normal. He's like giving me like flirtatiousness and whatever, and we're just having some drinks and eating pizza, and I'm like starting to like develop a crush on this man. Like, I'm liking his flirting now. Like, in the past, I like, you know, it was weird to me, cringy, but I was starting to like, you know, feel it. So we end up like talking about planning a trip together, and we're like, how about like next month we go skiing? Because we both wanted to go skiing, and we were talking about it, and like how none of our friends like to do that at all. So we're like, oh, perfect. Like, we'll just go with each other. So we planned this whole trip. We talk consistently up until the trip. Like, we even went out a couple more times and like just hung out. Nothing ever happened or anything like that, but it was always like super flirty. Trip comes around. I'm like excited. I'm really liking this. Like, I'm falling for this guy. Like, I am like, wow, I never thought that this would develop into this, you know? And we get on the trip and everything's going great. We go skiing the first day and we get this like dinner afterwards, and we have some drinks, and then our room had like a fireplace and stuff. Because I was like thinking like, this is gonna be the night where we're going to actually be intimate. Like maybe we'll have our first kiss. Like maybe more will happen. Like we're sharing a room together. And he was just like, oh, you got the wrong idea. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, we're just friends, right? Like we're just hanging out. Like we're just hanging out like friends. I was so embarrassed and like heartbroken in that moment. And I didn't know what to do because we're sharing a room for 2 more nights. And this is awkward now. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, totally. Like, he slept on the pull-out couch. It was really awkward. Like, I swear, that was like the most awkward friend zoning situation I've ever had in my entire life. What did I miss? Like, genuinely, what did I miss? He was so flirty.
So do you guys ever wonder why good man, like he's just a great man all around? Everyone has little flaws, but them flaws don't stand out as much as him being a good man. But he's just single as hell. Yeah. One reason could be, I'm just waiting to find the right woman. That's usually a person's answer. I just need to find the right woman. So you're telling me all these women you've met, all these women you've smashed, all these women you done came across in your life, no one was good? No one? And not saying that a relationship is every man's focus, but you've come across so many women in your days. So women play a big part of your life, and you would like them to be around or in your presence or just in your life, but you still ain't locked one down yet. Are you really a good guy? Because what you show on the outside can be wonderful, but really in the inside, you might not be a good guy like we thought you were. But be careful for the good guys. They might not all be good guys. Something's off, because you still ain't got no woman. Playing this good guy role. That's what it is. Just lying.
Women are staying single because there are too many men trying to be baddies out there. I just got back from a trip where a guy was like, yeah, I'll cover everything as long as you drive your car. In retrospect, we were driving my car because he didn't want to pay the gas on his car. And then guess who ended up driving for 4 hours while he slept with my eye mask on? And then when we had to stop to fill up, I was like, hey, you want to take over the driving? He was like, no, keep driving. When it came to refueling, he was like, yeah, I'll just put it on your car, I'll just Venmo you later. He's not Venmoing me. Oh, and then on top of that, he didn't pay for my ski lift. Let me just read you the text messages he sent me when I asked him for the gas money. Men are so repulsive. Because I can't make this shit up, I swear. I said, can you Venmo me $96 for gas, please? He says, in what world do I owe you $96 for gas? Let's hear this girl math. Sends him the screenshot, had to fill up twice to go to Mammoth. Then he said, you showed up on empty and then I gassed you up last night, left you with almost a full tank, thought Asians were good at math. Unnecessary comment. And I go, in quotes, I'll Venmo you later. It's okay. I know you're not a man of your words. Your math is wrong, but I expect nothing less. Like I did it. He goes, ew, man of my words, trying to scam me for an extra tank on the house, then gaslight me. Get the fuck out. Goodbye. Mind you, then later he goes, paid your gas last night and you would have happily given you the balance, which is more than 40 to 50 after you factor in that I left you with a full tank and you showed up with 0. But sorry you can't comprehend basic math and try to get some freebies off of me, then gaslight me, rub me the wrong way, have 0 interest in partaking in whatever this is. Responses are actually so funny, I said. Hopefully you can find somewhere that pays you well enough so you don't need to scam women for rides. Don't be bitter because women have ways to pay for her bills and you can't. You can't happily pay for anything when you have nothing. Good luck finding a wife being like this. No one likes an incel. And yeah, this is why men are single.
You know what pisses me off so much about dating in Portland, Oregon? Is the fact that most of the men that I go on dates with are super casual. And I don't mean like how they dress. I've already done a video about that. I mean casual in the sense that they don't open doors, they don't pull your chair out in a restaurant, they don't stand when a woman walks into the room. And I know for myself and other girlfriends that are also not originally from Portland, Oregon, have ever experienced this kind of behavior before while dating. And to be honest, I have asked some of the men that I've been on first dates about this subject. And it's really always the same reason, that Portland, Oregon is a woke city. Is that they're scared and they're afraid they're going to get snuffed or lectured by the women here. Which, to be honest, sounds like a lot of BS. So ladies, is this the experience that you're also having while dating in Portland, Oregon? And men of Portland, Oregon, why are you like this?
The lack of self-awareness is truly astonishing with this young woman, and she says she doesn't understand why men in this area are acting so casual towards her. Are you looking in a mirror? You look like Meg from Family Guy. Very casual. Why would men treat you any other way than the way that you are giving off? And the expectation that men are going to be some sort of chivalrous person when you look very casual is so absurd. I thought this was a satire. I thought this was a joke video. I went and looked at other videos of her. No, this is a real person who looks like Meg from Family Guy, and she is complaining. This is so poetic right here and ironic. She is complaining about men being casual while she is dressed in the most casual way that a woman could dress. You have a beanie on and a freaking hoodie on. Are you kidding me? Now you can say, oh, that was just this video. No, you commonly dress like this, and maybe you dress different on a date, but if you are, this is your common attire, that means your demeanor is casual. Everything about you is casual. So that's what you're giving off. And this is classic. You attract who you are. So if you are attracting casual, that's because you are casual.
I have a TikTok popping off right now about how men have no idea how to like cater to the female gaze. They only know how to cater to the male gaze. And it's actually insane. And the older that I get, the less patience I have for it. And the older I get, the less I can listen to like my female friends talk about the men in their life. Because what do you mean? You're describing the most mediocre thing I could imagine, and I'm supposed to sit there and be like, sounds great, because it doesn't sound, I don't like it. I don't like it for me. I don't like it for you. You don't need to take that. Why are we accepting mediocrity? Why? Because you got your shit together. You got a job, you got your own place, you take care of business, you pay all your own bills, you're doing all the mental labor in your relationship and probably all the labor in the household too. And I'm supposed to nod and smile when you talk about your lame dude. We can't, right?
In Federales, and I asked a guy if he can add 3 to his tab. He turned to me and said, I was gonna see if you could add 4 to yours. Men want to be baddies so bad, it's so humiliating. Then we were at another bar, and I asked the bartender to play It's Your Birthday for this girl whose birthday it was. When the song came on, tell me why a 40-year-old man started jumping up and down. Hey, but men want to be baddies so bad, I can't deal with it anymore. Can we just be the baddies? Can we just be the baddies?
If you're a good-looking woman, you cannot have guy friends that don't want you. I had a friend in college. He was my last friend that I ever had that was a guy. He walked me to class, we'd shoot the shit, and then he asked me to do something, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, I love being your friend. And he said, I don't want to be your friend, and never talked to me again. And that pretty much tainted my outlook on relationships with men as friends, because that happened to me several times over.
So I want to know from men, is this the norm, or am I crazy, or is Cam crazy? So Cam was interviewing a guy, and the guy posed a question to Cam. Have you ever had like female friends? Mm-hmm. Cam Newton's like, absolutely not. And so he's like, no, like female friends, like just friends that are females. And the guy asked him like 14 times, and Cam's like, absolutely not. And the guy's like, why is it that you don't have the maturity to have a female friend and it not be like you're trying to get in her pants? And he just was like, because I know me.
Cam Newton has a lot of bad takes on just like relationships and like men and women. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he said there's not going to be any woman around him that is going to be his friend.
So he's saying he can't be friends because it's going to turn sexual.
Which I find to be completely immature.
It is.
Like,
it's incredibly immature.
But think about the world.
Right.
Like if all men could not be mature and keep it in their pants.
Right.
This is going to be a dark day.
Right.
Because it's like, how do you have an assistant?
Right.
How do you have a nanny?
Right.
Or if the nanny's a woman, how do you have anyone around you in a working capacity?
Right.
That you feel like is eventually you're going to want to get in their pants.
Exactly.
But don't you want to have somebody in your life? Because I have, several male friends that are just friends.
Yeah, me too.
And like when I am dating somebody, I'm able to like talk to them about the male perspective.
Right.
So you have nobody in your life that you can talk to just about anything female.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Okay, I want to poll. I want to hear from men, because I want to know, is this normal? And women just don't know that this is how all men think? Let us know.
Right. Can men have platonic female friends?
Yes.
Once again, you're talking about people who don't understand his level of success. Like when you have like a certain level of status, then it's going to be hard for you to actually have women that are friends. Because these women, you're thinking that it's just him that's the problem. But these women are going to want it too, right? Oh, how could he? He's got a lot of bad takes. You don't understand. You don't understand. These women are going to be wanting the same thing. And there are going to be some of these women seeking him out, knowing that he's got a certain situation or knowing he feels a certain way. But they don't care, because I'm looking to get something out of him. So we're not actually friends. We might develop a good rapport, but if he stops giving me these things, then I'm out, because that's my priority. That's what I came here for anyway. So basically they're acquaintances at that point in time. He's saying, okay, I think that she's really, really cute. I like her conversation. He's saying, yeah, I think Cam is a good guy, but I'm here for a certain thing. I might be here for money. I might be here for an opportunity. I might be here for the D, but I'm not necessarily here for nothing. And everybody's putting it on Cam, or a lot of these ladies are putting it on Cam as if he's the only one that's looking for something of that sort of, of that, basically that, looking for that. And these women are just so innocent.
Is it just me, or am I the only person that just wants to laugh in a man's face once they finish? Like, I always just have this strong urge to just cackle right after.
I know that you probably think that this is something that's cute, but, John in the comments is thinking what I'm thinking. How often is this happening? Yeah. Somebody else says you laugh out loud while a man laughs to himself, because this is the last time you see him. I'm not 100% sure if you guys know that this is not a flex. The man got what he needed.
What happened to yearning? What happened to men that pursue? What happened to men being confident enough to make the first move? I feel like our generation is just so whacked out. Like we're just all messed up. And I think with the phones, we're just so antisocial, and just everything is just out of sorts, and it's not how it used to be. And I think it's a real shame that like the art of dating and like yearning and pursuing is just dead. Like I watch shows like Bridgerton, I'm like, oh my God, we will never have that again. It's just gonna get worse. And it's actually so sad. Especially dating apps have just ruined it all.
This just happened today. Story time of, wow, I got kicked out somebody else because I friend-zoned them, okay? So, it's early in the morning. I get a call from, we're going to call him Cat, because he was supposed to give me a cat, but he never gave me a cat. So, Cat called me, and he's like, I answer, he's like, why you been ignoring me all day, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, damn, I was asleep. And he's like, damn, why do you sleep so much? And like, going on about why I sleep. And it's like, bitch, I sleep because I sleep. Leave me alone. So then, Cat, he's like, I was like, what you doing today? He's like, I'm going to a party. And I was like, no invite. And he was like, you want to come? I can pick you up. I was like, oh no, I usually like going along so I can like mingle and mangle with people. But I was like, okay, come get me. So he comes over here, he gets me. And I said, don't get mad if I wander off. And he didn't go talk to people. He said, I don't care, you can go do your connections, but you're coming home with me. I was like, oh. But okay, you'll get me closer to my destination so I can Uber from your house to my house. So then we're at the club. He has a little section. And mind y'all, I see him as a friend because he's not cute. He's not my type. He's not nothing. And I'm going to show y'all video evidence of him kicking me out because this is crazy. I don't care. I'm going to show y'all. So we get to the club. Like, I'm having a cool little time. A lot of people keep bumping into me, so I get mad and I keep going outside. And I come back inside. He's like, he making sure I'm okay. I'm talking to the other guy that I know that's fine as hell. Woo, so fine. So I'm talking to him a little bit. And then there's an NFL player there. So then we're at the NFL players section. I'm not gonna say who he is, but just know there was one there. So we're at his section, drinking, having a good time. The NFL player wasn't drinking, but we having a good time. And what happened? My voice is gone too. That's how I know I was having a good night. But then they're like, we're gonna go to a strip club. That's what the NFL player was going. So then he got the NFL players like number. I don't know if he got the number or like, I don't know what he got. So then we were with these, I was with French girls and then we were with this other group of girls, and the sister didn't like the other group of girls. So when we went to the strip club, the other group of girls was with them because his homie picked them up. So now we can't get in because they think we're with him and they don't like him. But I had to pee so bad. And then the NFL player said that we can go. So I got in. But Kat and the girls that we was with couldn't get in. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just go inside and have my little fun. Cause I didn't want to be with him no more. I didn't care. So then I'm inside having a good time. He's like, come out. I'm like, hold on, I'm waiting to use the restroom. So then they leave me. And he drops the girls off that we were with. So then he comes back to go get me. Hold on. Then, and I'm getting the people's numbers connected a little bit. Then I go back to the car. He drives. I get a call, and I'm like, shit, I can't answer this. Like, I can't answer this. So I hang up. I get another call. I can't answer this. Because I'm in the car with him. I get another call. I answer. I'm like, my phone's on 1%. The nigga's like, charger. So who you with? We're going to skip past that because it don't really matter. So then he sees me on my phone. And like, I'm mad. I'm mad because I didn't want to go with him. I wanted to go with somebody else. But he came back for me. So I was like, let me just go with him. Okay? So then after that, what happened? Trying to remember. And I just woke up. So then after that, we get to his house and the person is calling me again. So I like walk to the street and I answer. And we do our conversation. That don't even matter. Then I go to his house and he's like, why are you, when I was like walking across the street to like answer the phone, he's like, why are you walking like this? Why are you being respectful? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm like, I'm on the phone. Can I answer this phone call? So then we go back to his house. We go upstairs. I'm like, can you give me sweats? And he's like, you can ask in a nice way. I said, can you give me sweats? He's like, you can ask in a better way. I'm like, can you give me sweats, please? Like, damn, is we playing games? Is we acting like a kid? Give me the damn sweats. So then he gives me sweats. And he's like, I don't know why you're acting like this. Like, you're so disrespectful in my house. This and that. So then I'm like mad. I'm irritated, but I'm not irritated. So I hop in the bed because he said he's going to take me home in the morning. So I was like, okay, I ain't got to waste money in Uber. I'm going to just go to bed. So I'm going to bed. I don't know what happened, but we were talking. I said something friends. Boy, that must have triggered his insides, the whole insides. As soon as I said friends, girl, he was like, so we're friends? So we're friends? And I don't like letting people down. So I was like, I grabbed the covers over my face and I was like, I'm gonna just go to bed. So he pulled my cover down. So I'm like, shit, I could go to sleep with no covers. So then he keeps asking, so we're friends? So we're friends? So we're friends? So we're friends? Would a friend do this? So then he like got on top of me and he hugged me. And I said, get off of me. So he got off of me. So he was like, so we're friends. So you're saying that we're friends. So we're friends. So we're friends. And he keeps repeating it. So I looked at my phone. I'm like, let me see how much this lift is. And he see me do that. And he was like, that like, as soon as he see the lift, that like a demon came inside of him. He was like, okay, get out my house. Get your Uber and get out my house. So he was like, you really gonna get an Uber? So I clicked. Sure did. It was 8 minutes away. He's like, get out my house. And I'm like, I'm going to wait until the Uber comes. He's like, no, you're not. So then he starts pulling the sweats that I had up off of me. Hold on. I'm going to have to make this into a part 2. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know, I think it might be that maybe he was really interested in her. And mind you, she's probably 23, 24 now, but she's 22 at the time, I think. So she's pretty young. And they continue to tell us that they mature faster than men do. But we continue to see women find themselves in this sort of situation, right? Where they're using a man for something. They're reacting in a certain manner, and then the man is just supposed to accept it. The man did a whole lot. You were in the man's house, and you decided at the end of the night, after you got everything that you wanted from the man, that you would say, no, we're actually just friends. And so that's when he gets frustrated and he's saying, we're just friends now. When really, if we want to give him some accountability and say, hey, bro, like if she's in the club and she's not paying you any attention, don't continue to try to buy a section for her. If you want to buy a section, that's on you. That's what you want to do. But don't continue trying to buy stuff for her if she's not on your type of time. Period. End of story. Well, I think no. Leave her alone. That's where you stop. If she's moving over here to an NFL player and this, and this, leave her alone. At that point in time, under no circumstance does she need to be going home with you at that point at all. But we can't even say that she's a respectable person because she's not. She's trying to get everything out of you, as she said at the beginning. Well, I'm really using him for access. He's not a good looking guy, yada, yada, yada. So you go in there, you take all the access, and then at the end, I'm going to go to sleep and you're going to take me home in the morning. You're going to go to his house. And this is when men are dangerous. You're going to take all of his resources. You're going to use all of his stuff. And then you're going to say, I'm going to go to his house, take his sweats, sleep in his bed after he's been trying to get my attention all night. I know he's been trying to get my attention all night, but I'm going to take all his stuff, ignore him in his house, in his bed, and then expect him not to get upset. And him get up in the morning and just take it like a champ. Are we serious?
Is it bad to friend zone people or kind of kick them to the side once you realize the physical isn't what you expected?
Trip. Here's where it would be up. If you've put this person in the friend zone that you're not attracted to physically, so you can still have access to them without investing in them romantically, then yes, you're up.
No, I may be attracted to them physically, but when it comes down to I don't like the way they kiss my lips, top or bottom, I'm just not feeling the way they do it.
I mean for any reason.
Any reason, okay.
If you've relegated somebody to the friend zone for the sole purpose of still having access to them, you're up.
Okay.
If you know you don't rock with them like that, then go ahead and get them completely out the paint.
First photo is her saying, "This is my petition to get my best friend back." The next one she wrote, "Kane has the biggest heart ever. I know it doesn't look like it, but he does. People didn't always treat him the best like he deserved. I would FaceTime him all day and be there for him. I did everything I could to make him happy and help him be successful." Okay, that's a lot. And right off the bat, okay, gotta point out the obvious, is that she is a pretty young, attractive woman. And without being unkind, he just looks like he is not keeping up with his grooming, and maybe he's not taking the best care of himself. Third photo, "I tried my hardest to be a good friend to Kane. I really did. I made sure he was always included and known that he was wanted in our home." Okay, so she obviously has a little one. And I don't know what the story is with the baby's father. Let's see if she explores that. "My baby knew him all of this time up until he turned 2, and we quit being friends over petty drama. My boy loved him so much. Kane was like family to us. He still asks about him every single day. I am super interested to know what sort of petty drama would create this when obviously there was a very strong bond, especially with a young child. Next photo. He was the bestest friend I ever had, and I don't want to lose our friendship. Again, I have to point out the semi-obvious that she is a young, attractive woman, and he is looking a little rough around the edges. I mean, he even has his hood pulled up over his hair in this photo. Photo number 6, I don't know, I've lost track. We spent almost 2 years hanging out every single day, taking Ethan, that must be her child, places, going new places, and we know everything about each other. This seems like even more than a best friend now. Like, this seems like a family unit. I mean, especially with a young child in the mix and you're literally spending every day together. It sounds like there's a little bit more. Next one. I know I'm not perfect at all, but this friendship meant the world to me. I would also like to add that my family loved Kane like he was theirs. He came to holidays, birthdays, and special things we would do as a family. Again, this feels super intimate and close to be this connected to a best friend. Last photo, me and Kane became friends when my baby boy was just 5 months old, and he's been there for me through everything, and I've been there for him too. We hung out almost every day. Okay, with all of that together, I think it is pretty obvious that Kane had more than friendship feelings for this woman. It is like the extreme of friend zones for this to go on for 3 years. And I'm going to help break through some of that woman's perspective most likely, and then most likely some of that man's perspective, and what you guys need to watch out for to not be in this sort of situation, or to even just help your friends out that are in this situation. Let's talk about her side first. She obviously feels like she has been giving to him emotionally just as much as he has given to her. She highlighted in the photos how they have been there for each other through difficult times. And she has been very giving in the sense of including him in anything family related. She has likely never experienced any sort of advances from him that would tell her otherwise, that like he wanted more than friendship. So she has been really functioning in the mindset that this is just a friendship. You know, like he is just here in my presence and living this life with me because he likes me as a person, but he's not interested in me as more than that. She can argue that all day long, but look, there is something so obvious to even women that want to be focused on one thing and wearing blinders. Even those women, like, it's so obvious over the years that if he has shown zero interest in another woman and he's not homosexual, but yet he's like helping you out and he's hanging out with you and he's loving spending time with you, it is so blaringly obvious that he's not interested in anyone else because he's interested in you. And the petty drama that split your friendship up and, you know, he hasn't been coming around since then was because he was having more and more issues with not being that person for you. You can probably line that up with you showing interest in some other man or allowing some other man in your life, in the picture, in the way of him. But because she has remained like purposely ignorant to this, she now comes on social media. Instead of leaving that man alone, she is here asking for people to get in his business. She tags his username and she's asking for people to convince him to come back into her life. When she should be asking the question, what is going on? What did he want? What does he need now? What is best for him? And what can I do in order to allow what is best for him?
It seems like for this, if my man, like if he just like lose maybe like, I don't know, 10 pounds. 10 pounds. And shape up the beard and the hair. Jeans, belt, t-shirt. Based on what she's wearing, I think she would go for that. Yeah, if right here he had like the haircut and shape up that beard, I'm thinking of a specific, you know, you got the fade on the side And then, he's got a full beard, so he can pull off that look of getting that thing shaped up. And then, yeah, get it like a nice little fade. Nice little fade, but you leave the hair on top. He can really rock that look. Get a nice little watch. Jeans. T-shirt. There's a certain, I think they're on run or on running type shoes. Basically, you get you a golf, what I like to call a golf polo, where it's like kind of short sleeve. It's breathable material. You can really do it, man. If you wanted to be, if you would be like you like cool, you can get you like a nice little gold chain and a little pinky ring if that's the way you wanted to go with it. And you can get you like a Rick Ross sort of vibe. You could do that too. You still have the beard for it. You could do it with a ball cap, man. You can go cowboy. You can go country and do that look if you wanted to. But whatever you commit to, I think you can do it, man, to be honest. But I just think that he was thinking with the way that you paid him so much attention and stuff like that. Staying on FaceTime with somebody all day, every day is going to signal to somebody that you're super interested in them, right? And so he probably has gone off to find somebody else and do something else. I still ask about the boy because I'm interested in his life. But other than that, I'm going to go do my thing. Guy in the comments says, ladies, it's cool to friend zone a guy, but become the wing woman, not a fake girlfriend. Improve his style. Be a friend. Get him out there. My best homegirl made fashion advice or gave me fashion advice and got me to someone else's yams. That's what men are saying. Like, you're not truly a friend to me, right? Maybe not getting the yams, but you don't really help me. There's nothing really that I'm getting from you. I end up doing all the work. I end up being the emotional support. Can you move this for me? Can you take care of this for me? Can you check in on us? That sort of thing. I'm running security for you. I'm doing a lot of things around the house. It's like, okay, so what am I getting in return? Oh, you get to talk to me all day. That's great, but I would like to say that you get to talk to me all day too. What am I getting in return outside of us having conversation and me seeming like I contribute more to the relationship than you do?
Okay, common sense check. Why would a man want to be your friend and do basically all of the relationship stuff, but without the you know what?
Okay, common sense check. Why would said man stick around if not to be friends? Let's run through this hypothetical real quick. A man approaches a woman and says, hey, I'm interested in you. I would like to date you or be intimate with you. And she says no. That should be the end of the conversation. If it has been communicated and made clear that this woman is not interested in him, then he has no other reason to stick around other than just enjoying her company. Unless the guy clarifies, hey, I'm only sticking around in the hopes that you'll change your mind about being with me, he is actively being duplicitous about his intentions. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone came up to me and was like, hey, I'm only friends with you because I'm waiting for you to decide to sleep with me, I would be super uncomfortable. So please stop trying to justify or normalize this behavior.
Well, he would stick around because sometimes ladies lead a man to think that they're actually more interested in him than they really are. That's why he would stick around. Or they might say things and not communicate effectively, as in, well, let's just see how things go, or I don't know. And a man says, oh, okay, well, maybe I need to pursue a little bit more. Or maybe I need to do a little bit more of this, or maybe she'll see my value if I do this. There's videos of women out there saying, man, I said I wanted to be friends and he just gave up. Why? I don't like a man like that. I don't like a man that doesn't apply pressure. I don't like a man that won't pursue. Where are the men who pursue? Where are the men who yearn? Where are the men who are obsessed? Where are the men who can't breathe without you, who can't sleep without you? Where's that 90s R&B love? guess y'all forgot about that one.
Like when I got friend zoned, like I was like, because at first he like came on to me as, you know, like wanting to date, and then got to know me and was kind of like, I can't date you, but you're so cool. You're so cool, but like, I can't date you. And I was like, well,
But you
fuck.
caught feels.
Exactly. Already there.
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn. He got you. Yeah.
And then we hung out and I was like, we could be best friends.
You said, you put yourself in
I
the friend zone.
legit, I was like a dude. I
Crazy.
was no better than a man.
Yeah. No. That sounds like something.
I don't like to admit this because I'm very stubborn and I think it's a little cliche, but it's the truth. I mean, my love and I went from friends to lovers. So cliche, right? Like so cliche. We were friends for 3 years and I never saw him as anything other than a friend. And I thought he felt the same way. But things changed and now I'm genuinely the happiest I've ever been. And that's saying a lot too, because it's not easy to continually like put yourself out there and trust people, especially if you've been burned. If you've been like really burned before, it sucks. It's like the worst. After you go through that, you're like, oh my God, everything is different now. Like my mindset is different and I'm more guarded. And then I'm with someone now who I have known for quite a while and everything is amazing. And maybe I wouldn't have gotten together with him had I not gone through my previous storm, because now that I have gone through that, I think about it sometimes and I see my love differently because he's so good and I appreciate him. I appreciate his greatness. I appreciate his kindness and his gentleness and our bond and our friendship. Like above all else, like this man is my friend. This man wants to hang out with me. This man adores me. We laugh so much together. Like I'm just obsessed with him. He treats me so well. And he doesn't look at me like an object. He doesn't treat me like I'm an extension of him. Like I'm very much my own woman. I am my own person. And he knows that. And I think he's kind of into that, honestly. So I guess I just wanted to say that don't give up on love. And sometimes the best things are right in front of you and timing is everything. You don't see it until you do. What's that quote about matter? How it's observed and it changes. Reality isn't real until it's observed. Something like that. Anyways, it's true. I'm proof of it. And I love him so much.
And so I got in the comments, says, bro, got out of the friend zone. The guy says, worked with my girlfriend 25 plus years ago. She was just a nice coworker. We did lunches maybe once a month, but neither of us thought anything about it. Fast forward to 4 years ago, ran into each other and just hung out, catching up as ex-coworkers since we knew each other. We both opened up about our lives, kids, divorces, and after a few times, I said, this is pretty good. We should give it a try, and it's going strong. She's the most amazing woman I've ever met. Love my girl. And this is kind of the point that a lot of men make is, you know, a lot of these women are walking right past the man that could be their husband. He said 25 years ago, I met this woman. 25 years. We caught up a little bit later and, you know, it just worked out. Now, were they sitting waiting on each other? No. But the thing about this is they were open to the opportunity. A lot of these ladies will look at you and shut you down instead of saying, no, this is not for me. And then maybe say, oh, you know what? He's kind of actually a good guy, right? This is what men mean. You sit up here and describe the perfect man. And the guy that you're describing is sitting right there for the oh, well, I just see him as a friend. I see him as a brother. Why? You're describing all of the God, send me this, send me that. And the man is sitting right there in front of you. It might take you a little while to realize and recognize that, but he's right there in front of you, right? But here's the other part of that. Y'all go out and y'all go crazy. Y'all might catch 10, 15 bodies just out there going wild, going crazy. And then when you try to go back to this guy, sometimes y'all know that this is the good guy you want to settle down with and y'all try to keep him in your back pocket. But then, oh, I ain't gonna mess with him. You know, he's a good guy. We're just friends. Y'all try to come back to him after y'all didn't have kids, after y'all didn't have people run through you, and that's not gonna work either. Y'all need to keep your eyes peeled for opportunities.
I gotta finally get the meat done.
Whoa, AJ, come on. Remember what I said? We just friends, all right? Homies, pals, buddies, compadre. I'm inviting you, just relax on me, okay? You promise?
You didn't even have to do all of that.
Just chill.
Hey! You right on time. We gonna take some shots. Hey, yo. This is my homeboy AJ. Just my friend. Okay.
AJ, that's just her friend, guys.
That's just your friend.
What we drinking?
Wait, this is your friend?
Yeah. It's just friends.
You kinda cute.
Yeah, I guess. But pour me up.
Okay, girl, hold on. You wanna try?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll drink, but
I got you. Stop. What's your favorite game?
GTA.
Stop.
Same game.
I have been waiting.
I've been waiting too. Yeah, we talking about DC Grand Theft Auto. I love the game.
I love this
Stop with him.
Come on. I got you. Oh, baby, let me get that. How is it a waste of night? I had a blast. I'm actually happy you introduced me to your friends.
It was too much going on.
What was too much going on?
That girl that was all up in your face, like
Sunny with the bunny.
Sunny with the bunny. You could tell she's for everybody.
How's she for everybody?
The way she was all up on you.
Exactly, she's just for me.
No.
I love her.
You love her. You just met her.
I don't care.
What are you doing? Getting so close to someone you just met. Like,
She feeds the orphans on Sundays. She's perfect.
she's lying to
She
you.
showed me a video. Stop hating.
You just believe anything. You just believe anything anybody tell you. You're gonna get your heart broken one day.
And you're a hater. And you know what? I love her. So like I said, I'm going to start a future with her. Because we're besties. Pinky out now. There we go. Make sure you're locked in for life, right? Just friends?
Just friends.
All right. Now you know what else you're going to do? Index finger? Use it to press number 1. Because we leaving. Hey, Nash.
You never picked nothing out of my hair before.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing!